Hello and welcome to another TARDIS flying video. Now, as you may have guessed, I'm on location. For the non-locals among you, this that I am stood on, won't really move the camera too much, is Midsummer Common. For the locals among you, I'm stood about as near to the centre of this piece of parkland as it's possible to be, because I'm just adjacent to where they have the November the 5th bonfire. So I'm on about the flattest piece of land it's possible to be on without being on a path or being where there's tracks that are unfortunately covered in cow poo. Not the nicest of places to launch one of these from. The wind today is not ideal for this. It's gusting somewhere between 22 and 27 miles an hour. For all you nautical types, that's about 5 knots, I think. And well, we're going to give it a go. This will either be a wonderfully successful video or the last video I ever shoot with this. But I am, as I said, a reasonable distance from the nearest trees, so hopefully they won't prove an issue at least. And if it does start heading off in an undesirable direction, I'm going to whack the throttle straight down. And then if it does get blown around, it will get blown around the ground rather than blown straight into the nearest tree. So, well, the next shot will be takeoff. Wish me luck. After all that, flying away from me. It's going quite high. I'm letting go of this, and it's landed. It's landed over there on, let's just say, burnt away ground, because that's where the bonfire was. So we'll give it another go in a sec. Well, as you saw, attempt 1 rather disappear out of shot. So I've changed camera position and we're going to have another go. So it's actually pointing in the direction of the wind now, and well, we'll hope for the best. Attempt 3. You might not be able to see me as well in this shot because I've repositioned the camera to point up. That's where this thing likes to go. Let's see if we can actually get it on camera this time without it entirely disappearing altogether. Look at those. That attempt did at least teach me why it keeps falling from the sky, and it's not lack of battery life, it's an aerodynamic flaw, because as soon as you get it up above a certain height, it wavers around and sort of turns and stops being in the right position for proper flight, and so it essentially gives up. So. Attempt 4. Yes, this time I'm behind rather than in front of the camera. having got wise to the wind direction and realised that the only way I'm going to get a shot of this thing in the air is to actually be with the camera, that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to launch it from behind the camera now, and hopefully wind direction will continue be doing what I think it's doing and blow it in front of the camera, so I can actually control the camera and get a shot of it in the air. So here goes. Oh, it is of course flying in an entirely different direction now. Another behind the camera attempt. Tripod now quite loose and blowing around in the wind for maximum flexibility. Let's see if I can get this thing in the air long enough to actually get a shot of it in flight, and that it doesn't just blow off in a direction that's not amenable to getting it on camera. Okay folks, guerrilla filmmaking time. We've abandoned the tripod altogether, but I have realised it is a reasonable, good, flat, raised surface to use as a launch site. So there it is on the tripod, and let's get this baby up in the air. Or has the battery died? Nope. And there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. And down it goes. I think we finally managed it. We finally managed to film this baby up in the air. But I think I may end this video back at home with showing you how much easier it is indoors without the wind. So here we are back in the relative peace of the garden office. If I zoom out, you'll see this couldn't be a more appropriate takeoff site. I just hope those two fellas nearby leave little TARDIS alone. So in here our problem is obviously not wind. In here our problems are twofold with flight. One, lack of space. Two, a ceiling. This is however the tallest ceiling we have, but only at the sort of peak of it, because it kind of follows the line of the roof outside the building. So let's give it a go, and hopefully it won't land somewhere entirely inaccessible. Oh, better time to turn it off. It's found its way somewhere in amongst near the Torchwood Shrine. So bye bye.